Podcast City Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Deathmatch Russell Podcast. Let's get it on!
Come into the ring, step into the fire, see what you want, baby. If your heart has desire, and get out, get knocked down. Deathmatch Russell Podcast, Deathmatch Russell Podcast, Deathmatch Russell Podcast.
Would help to mute my cell phone. Okay. There we go. What? Really? There it goes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Deathmatch Russell Podcast. My guest at this time, the one and only James Kendrick. How are you, man?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. It's Saturday night. I guess there's nothing really going on my end of wrestling. I'm just like looking around the internet and see what's going on, you know, catching like flipping around to IWTV to, you know, just see what's out there tonight, you know. And I do, I guess, what are the what was I watching last night? Kevin Koo versus Mac, the other guy, what's his name? God, there's so many guys on the scene with the word. Oh God, and he's from New South. Oh God, what's his name?
AC Mac.
That's it. AC Mac. Yes. I guess last night they had the title shot, and Kevin Koo took the victory and got the belt.
That's good.
So, it is right. Kevin's a tough son of a bitch. He's one of those guys that's been around. I remember seeing it. I've
been
seen
on
him
a couple
wrestle.
shows with him.
Have you?
Yeah.
He's pretty tough out there. I remember first time seeing him with his partner Gabriel Sky at the Combat Zone Wrestling down in Voorhees, New Jersey, tearing it up back in the day. You know? But now he's doing a lot of stuff that's mind blowing. He's just out there doing his thing. You know, shout out to him. But anyway, how you doing tonight? Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Easy night.
You said there's some shows going on in the area?
There's OVW's doing their Saturday night special, and like literally 15 minutes away from there, Impact's doing their 2 nights here in Louisville. So,
oh man. So yeah, it's like that's pretty good to be, you know. I wish I was close to that stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could go check it out every time. I would do want to make that bucket list place OVW, you know, to see what that's all about. TNA, I'm so used to the house shows, you know, when they come around when they do their house runs, you know. I think the last time I remember seeing them was at they had AJ Styles like Foley was in the house and Abyss was there, you know, just a basic crowd to bring Tommy Dreamer in, you know, just one of those basic hardcore kind of nights, you know, with the local stars, you know, like Robbie Echoes, and you know, just one of the girls from Jersey Shore or whatever the hell they, you know, those fucking the publicity shit, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, the house shows are pretty crazy. I did remember going to the house show once in Asbury Park, and you know, the Dudley Boys, and you know, it was a really good card. The Hardys. And, what's the first independent show you ever been to? Ooh, as a kid growing up.
Oh, first independent show that I ever went to was probably back when early 90s. Louisville Gardens, USWA. That was Jarrett and Lawler's company. Yeah, I went there, and you know, of course, seeing Lawler or Boogie Woogie Man, and
the list goes up. Yeah, the legend. I know it's great to see the legends like come out. Like, you know, I was just thinking back and looking at it, like there's this, they always have this collector, like the autograph signing things. Comes to town.
Yeah.
And I'm reading the card. Letty Poffo is coming to my neck of the woods, like in Jersey. I'm going to definitely check him out and go say hello to Letty. Like why not? Why not? And say hey, because he did a lot for wrestling. Back in
yeah.
And it being a part of Macho Man's career and his brother, and so that's kind of cool to see somebody like that. I've always wanted to meet him. He's one of those guys I have never met on my list. Tony Atlas I've met before, Earl Hebner, like they.
Yeah, there's stars that I'm just,
mm-hmm.
I remember when I was wrestling in Long Island for a little while. I'm sitting in the locker room, and this guy, blonde hair, just walks downstairs looking at the card. And I'm just looking at myself. I'm like, oh, he looks familiar. I can't put my name on it. Mm-hmm. And like he just comes up. He had a big black eye, shakes my hand. He's like, oh, I'm Shane Douglas. And I'm just like, oh.
Oh, shit. Yeah. That's like me when I 18 years old, I worked at a dollar store. Balls Mahoney walks in the door. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
Like this is the ECW era I didn't get to see, I was just getting into it, crazy. Then became good friends with him, and then rest his soul, he died.
Yeah.
I'll never forget him asking me for pain pills at a show, unfortunately. Sorry I didn't have any balls. But man. So what got you into wrestling as a kid? What made you want to fulfill your
going to the gardens? My dad was in the military, so for a while we were stationed in Germany. And I'm like 2-3 years old, and he has, like, my grandmother was sending recorded VHS tapes, and I just pop it in and I just sit there and watch it. And I was like, I just want to do that. And from that age, I was like, that's what I want to do. I just want to wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
Then, late 2006, I got my opportunity, and I've just been going since.
Yeah, you've been around. Yeah, I've seen you. You've been in a lot of promotions that I'm familiar with, and there's a lot of good companies, and it's like, wow, it's like, your career, you move on, and then people don't know who is this guy? Like, I was just talking to, actually last night, I was just talking to John Wayne Murdoch. He says, hey, what's going on? He told me to tell you, hey, that's awesome. Good shout out to John Wayne, such a good dude. But I was watching some of the old footage of like them and you, like your matches with, just you had some moments where you saw some good wrestling, also like good independent wrestling matches like AC Mack, like we said, AJ Gray, and just like the list goes,
Yeah, I mean, I've been around some good guys, and I just watching them, and I'm, every now and then I'll be at a show and I'm like, well, I seen this matchup on the card. I kind of want to watch it myself.
Yes,
because I'm still a fan at heart.
Absolutely, you have to be no matter what. You're behind the curtain. You want to watch. You guys are allowed to. Your guys are allowed to study the matches. Because that's like you want to get in there with them. You want to get in. Or just like do a run or just get your name out there. And wrestle them. But to be in a you're sitting back in the locker room, you're like, all right, this is interesting. This is a good match right here. I'm sitting here behind. Look, you'll pop a seat in the back row of the when they don't tell you to sit down. Sometimes they tell you to but you catch it. You're in a good spot to, just to enjoy the show and see really what goes down with the other guys.
Yeah, I mean, there's one time for Crux Wrestling, they had Zodiac versus Jason Kincaid, and where the locker room was, there was another door where I can just sneak around and just sit back there where the hard camera was, and I just watched the entire thing because I absolutely loved that match.
Speaking of Zodiac, I think he just had a match for TNA as we speak. He was telling me this recently, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So shout out to him for that. Big tough son of a bitch he is. He's a crazy character. Mr. Taco Man. Mr. Taco Man lives in a van, you know.
Yep.
No, he's great. I first time I ever saw him actually was at King of the Death 2016 when John became the champion though. That was the first time I saw him with Joseph Schwartz as well. No, all the other guys, all the wrestlers, man. Randy West and just everybody's hanging around, you know. Crazy times, man. That was my favorite Chicago or trip to IWA Mid-South. I did the 12-hour ride, you know, with a whole bunch of my friends. Did the fun times trips. You've been to IWA Mid-South, haven't you?
Yeah, I haven't wrestled for them, but I've been to a couple shows.
Yeah.
I took my daughter there. I want to say November-ish. She wanted to watch a death match, and I was like, "Well, I think IWA is doing a show tonight." So I was like, "Let's go." And that night we seen Ludark versus John Wayne in a light tubes match. So she's like, "Well, I mean, she loved it." I told her, I was like, "If it's coming this way," I was like, "You got to go over there."
Yeah, you don't want to get the light tube dust in your eyes and glass. And, you know, now deathmatch wrestling's it's an art. You know, it really is, man. Why do you think I love deathmatch wrestling? It's just fun. You know, different point of views of the way that they present themselves. You know, and the promos, phenomenal. How they get the storylines go with the 440 and the Murdoch and Reed Bentley and Nick Gage as always, all these crazy people these days. It's they're just doing their thing. It's amazing. Like they're still taking the tradition to a level, whole nother. But you like hardcore wrestling. I seen you had a couple hardcore matches in your career, Yeah,
I've had a couple. I do want to kind of dabble into death matches a little bit. But like here in the state of Kentucky,
I know how it is. Yeah,
we got rules and regulations. So
yeah,
I mean, there around here, the only place to do it is pretty much IWA in the Kentucky, Indiana area.
Yeah,
I'm sure I can go down to Tennessee, but it's a little further.
That's a little trip. Yeah, or you go to Florida or go everywhere. Everywhere nowadays, it's everywhere. Even in down under, even down under. Shout out to them, Deathmatch down under. Shit, I think we have. I was just looking at a card, and Jimmy Lloyd wrestler Jimmy Lloyd is going to be headed down there pretty soon.
That's awesome.
And I think Alex Colon, one of the toughest guys, is on the scene as well. Yeah. So many guys in the business, man, that are just, like they just want it. They're striving.
Yeah.
But man, from so what made you want to get into the Grindhouse? That really caught my eye. That was pretty cool. It's like a cool. I love how how the show goes. That's another place I like to. That's where I want to go next. My bucket list of places. So I'm gonna head out next summer.
I've known Too Tough for a few years, and since it's his company, I went there just to watch, and I started talking to Tony, and I was like, well, I kind of want to get back in a ring shape because at the time it was the pandemic.
Oh yeah.
He's like, yeah, sure, come on in. I was like, okay. Then I did one show, then it was like the pandemic started hitting even harder, so it was like, yeah, we're done for a while. So I mean, I'll still talk to Tony anytime I see him. I'll talk to him about it. And
talk to Ronnie a lot. Ronnie, shout out to Ronnie. Get out, guy there, the Rev. really puts the grind on you guys, helps out really, and help with Brandon. Brandon's coming along, really coming along good. You know, you're part of a tag team with him, which is pretty. You know, I noticed kind of here or there. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, we just we did a tag match. What, last weekend or the weekend before, I think. And had a lot of fun. The company that we worked for, they ran it very professionally. Like the owner, it was our first time there. It was like, we don't deal with locker room drama. So if there's any of it, you're gone. Fair enough.
Good. Yeah, because you know how that is. That's, you don't want that crap. You want to be. You're there for wrestling, man. You're there to do what your job and go home, collect that pay, and get that W. Get that W. You know.
Yeah.
And show who you are, and to the fans is something new. Some new, different style of your wrestling to them. You know.
Yeah.
Your hold, because they've never seen it and they never heard of you guys. You know. That's like a podcast. Let's get you out here. Let's promote. That's the way to. And you get stories and you talk about, growing up of wrestling. It's like, all right, this is all what you guys deserve what you do for a living, As a fan, I contribute to you guys, watching your stuff. And supporting you and be seeing you one of these days as well as, that's what we become good friends in the business of wrestling. Yeah. See, wrestling, you become a good community with wrestling and fans, which is what I mean?
The fans is what it's all about. I mean,
to doing a fundraiser put a smile on a kid's face.
Oh yeah,
that's the best feeling, for a handicapped disability child that's or a family that's gone broke and they have to raise money for medical bills that they cannot pay off.
I'm all about making that people fan appreciate. Everything.
Yeah. If it wasn't for that, where would you guys be? Or would I be buying a ticket to a show? No, I'd be, So let me ask you this, James. Who was your favorite match against in your career, boy? If you go back. God. So many, I know.
I think the funnest ones that I've had, I did a last man standing match with a guy named Pitbull Omega, and we beat the living tar out of each other. It was at a school function, and of course, we got to keep it somewhat PG, but we just waffled the crap out of each other. And that was probably one of my funnest matches.
Yeah. Now, I've seen some footage and you wrestling with the 6-sided ring. That's a different style concept, my friend.
Yes. That 6-sided ring was
something. That's different. That's a little bit more work for you, to hit the ropes, because it's like TNA's ring,
Yeah. I mean, I hit one rope, and next thing I know, I'm heading towards the corner. I'm like, I don't want that. So,
yeah.
I mean, I would get there, and I would roll around, try to get familiar with the ropes and all that, see where everything is on the ring. Then, I mean, once I got used to it, I was like, all right. I can do this 6-sided thing.
Yeah. And I was looking at that mat. Boy, that was really thick mat.
Yes.
They really put a lot of the what do you call it under it,
Yeah. I mean, of course, it was cold, so it was a lot harder.
I mean, it's a different experience to be in, a different style ring like that. What size was that? That looked like it was cheese. That was I don't know if that was the size of the TNA ring or not. It probably wasn't. I don't know. It had to be same size almost, right?
Probably almost the same size. But it was an experience, and that's something I'll always have.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though to be to try to vary yourself some different style moves off of the 6 sides instead of the 4 ropes.
Yeah,
Because you really transition yourself. You don't know which way to land it.
yeah,
Also, because the corners you could jump off the top rope and be like, you know,
yeah.
okay,
I can just
but
aim for the middle.
right, right. But now, a wrestling ring, you're 4 corners and 4 sides. This is just the way that the ropes are. It's perfect. Now, you ever go to a wrestling show and it's really, really loose? The ring ropes are very, very like you don't even want to go in the ring. I'm sure you
Yeah,
had that, huh?
yeah, oh yeah. Like usually if I get to the show very early,
Hmm.
I'll get in the ring, feel around. If I feel that the ropes are too loose, I'll
You'll
find
tell the
somebody to
guys.
be like, you need to tighten those.
Yeah, they're not tight as you want to have because you go to a show and you see that and that's like the ring's gonna break,
Yeah,
like that you're gonna have a lawsuit or something. That's happened though. Those
yeah.
ropes they break. You ever see that at a show when the second rope or the first rope
Uh,
breaks? It's like
not
I've
personally.
yeah,
Me personally, I have not seen that,
yeah,
but
but
I've seen it on
yeah,
DVDs and stuff like
I've
that.
seen yeah, I was gonna say I've seen that on DVDs and stuff, but they keep on going. They make it a
Yeah,
match. They got to do their job, no matter if it's a third rope, no rope. They'll take the
yeah,
ropes down. I mean, hell, look at that. What do they do for blood sport? They take the ropes down.
yeah,
That's that's a different concept too. It's like
yeah,
that's like stepping up freestyle shoot wrestling.
yep.
Mm. Have you seen that? What has that caught your eye? You're like, wow, this is pretty cool
What
concept.
Bloodsport?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched it. I watched
Hmm. The first now
uh
it's gonna be
Josh,
it's
Josh Burnett versus
hmm
Suzuki
Moxley.
Gun. Yeah,
Yeah. Now it's gonna be Chris Dickinson versus Suzuki for the
yeah,
new one. That's gonna be good. Chris
yeah,
is
dude.
back on it. Glad that Chris is back on his feet again because he's been out with that
Yeah,
injury, man, on
yeah.
his knee. you
Never
know,
want to see a guy go down.
no, man. I'll tell you what, dude. When it was like a full week of wrestling, it was like him go down. It was like somebody else go down, somebody else. It's like, come on, dude. It's like that's not good for the business.
Yeah,
And then you saw like Danhausen was down. Like
yeah.
come on,
Mike Warner and
yeah, yeah. Shout out to Mance, man. He's gonna get back on his feet and do some damage down to people.
yeah,
Yeah. There's another guy who's just tough individual. You
yeah,
know, tough individual with his team of SGC Second Gear Crew.
yeah.
But getting back to you, what do you got? What do you have? Do you have anything coming up soon? What do you got?
I have a show on the 12th.
Yeah.
They got NWA star Sal Renaro going to be there.
Mm.
WWE's former Boogeyman is going to be there.
The Boogeyman, what a character he is.
Yeah. And Impact star Johnny Swinger will be there.
Mm. Ooh.
Don't know who I'm wrestling, but
That's always that's hey, you know what?
yeah.
Take it. It's a challenge. It's somebody
Oh yeah.
different. Who
I mean,
knows? It could be the Boogeyman. You don't know.
it could be. I wouldn't
Shit.
mind.
Yeah, just not the worms.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, don't eat the worms. Sorry, they are stay away, not nutritious for you.
Yeah. And I think on
Yeah.
April 9th, I'll be at Naw Wrestling
Yeah.
again. Not really for sure on what the card's looking like because they got a show the same night on the 12th. So I don't know what's going on at their show.
Yeah.
Then I think on the April 23rd, I'll be doing another school function show. So
Cool. Yeah, you're busy. Busy. I think I got like one show next weekend, just to go to, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna check. Then the following week, check out that meet Lanny Poffo at a toy store.
Yeah.
Just take a break for. Well, I have been to a show, and I've been to a couple local.
Yeah.
It's good to. Then at the end of April, I'm heading back down to Atlantic City for Game Changer Wrestling because they'll be back again at the end of May or April for their violence. I think it's TOS season again, so
Yeah.
perfect time to go back. Maybe you might
Yeah.
want to take it to vacation. You don't
Yeah.
know, right?
Yeah.
Why
Well,
not? There's some guys that be traveling, it's gonna be a fun night. AC shows that really went, fun when they come back. The Game Changer Wrestling puts I'll tell you what, they're every week is a show. It's insane, like how a promotion can just go to state to state to state,
Yeah.
and then finally put it down for the collective.
Yeah.
That's gonna be like that's like the ham and eggs, like the you put the grind, like that's really like and then mix all the other companies together. It's WrestleMania weekend. My gosh,
That's something I want to do. I would love to go to a WrestleMania weekend and just
hang out and just work a show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because you never know who you're going to see just walking down the street.
Yeah. Or if you're working one of those Game Changer collectives, there are so many people that come to those you don't even know.
Yeah.
It's like when they go to LA, or you don't know who's going to come walking into the door, celebrity wise, or
Yeah.
It's insane, man. It's cool concept. When wrestling, you can never know what. I mean, Dallas is known for like stars. I'm sure they'll be at that collective. I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
That's that famous state fair. Come on, the Dallas State Fair. I wish I was there. I'd be like having a blast. Drinking beer, drinking beer and eating steak, eating a cheesesteak, or whatever the hell they're known for in Texas for the state fair foods, because they got some crazy food. Yeah. But state fairs will be coming back soon. Our local stuff will be,
Yeah.
So I'm sure you'll be doing a lot of those as well. In the
summertime. The county fairs and all that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you like doing those. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are a blast.
Mm-hmm.
I think last year I did 10 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Last year.
Mm-hmm.
Every night was just. Granted, I didn't really care for the long drives, but it's one of those things you got to do.
Yeah.
But I had a blast.
Did you ever do like the ones where they have music played, like a rock, like a festival, like a rock fest, or
I have not.
No. I've done that for Game Changer. They've done 2 shows like that. They've done 2 in the past.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, no. They do more. Excuse me. In the summertime, they could do like a big rock weekend. If they pick what's good, spring break. No, if it's a really good weekend, they'll bring you something good. But I do remember going to one, and it was actually I got to be part of the film crew that day. Used my cell phone for going live with Nate Hatred in a brawl match. Running around, and then the promoters and my friend was like, "Hey, 40." It was raining out. My dad was with me. Hey, you guys want to go see a show for $40? Yeah, Alice Cooper, couldn't beat that.
No, hell no.
And to see that up close in person, my dad didn't know who the Alice Cooper was. So it blew his mind. It blew his mind seeing all the gimmicks and the props, and
he puts on a great stage show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does. And I think there are a whole bunch Blue Oyster Cult. I don't know, whoever else was there. That little baseball stadium 5 minutes from my house.
Yeah,
that's cool though. And then I remember going to one with Drew Gulak was wrestling on the card at one time, and it was Disturbed played on the main stage. Couple other bands, but I got to see Stone Temple Pilots play
Nice.
before he died, like just weeks before he,
Yeah.
like great, So I was like, all right, I have to go see this, because you grow up on Stone Temple Pilots and learn their song from STP. I'm like, all right, I got to go see somebody I love, music wise. Now, what kind of music you into now? What's your go? What's your genre?
I listen to pretty much everything besides country. If it's country, I'll listen to Johnny Cash. But
yes,
most of today's country it all sounds the same to me. I'm just like, oh no.
yeah, and then they got the country rap that sounds like dog shit. It sounds.
Yeah.
They just try to rap off the country rap, regular rapper. Come on, like
Yeah.
you just throw harmony with the beatbox, a boom box. I don't know. I don't pay attention. My friend loves that crap. I like, what do you listen to? This is garbage, man. But he loves it. No, yeah, that's cool. Johnny Cash, though. I have him hanging on the wall right there. So, I can't shake the man.
Yeah.
I always listen to Johnny or Elvis. That's always on my Siri, my dad's car. He always has Elvis on, no matter what. It drives me nuts, but I love it. Love it. Yeah. He grew up with it, and I did too. Well, I didn't. I mean, it's not a radio,
Yeah.
But like, do you like Disturbed to?
Yeah.
STP to
Yeah.
bands.
I'll pretty much listen to anything. If it sounds good to me, okay, I'll look them up and I'll listen to their albums.
Like who do you like right now? Who do you like
right now? I've been listening to a lot of Ice Nine Kills. It's just something about, especially their horror movie albums. I just absolutely love them. Like, they got one dedicated to the movie Psycho, Halloween, Jaws. It's just
pretty cool. Yeah, it's like better. It's better than Post Malone with Ozzy Osbourne. Like, you know what I mean. Like, shout out to Ozzy. Ozzy cannot let him down ever. Come on.
No.
You'll never, if you're a fan of Ozzy, then yeah. What was the last concert you went to? If you remember, boy, what's the last concert James has been to?
Last concert I went to was, I want to say, October of last year. It was my buddy. He's a rapper, and he puts on like local. He just brings in a bunch of local guys, and $12 a ticket, sure.
Yeah.
And the venue that they have it at is a BYOB, so okay.
All right.
Go there, $12, just listen to
get smashed and listen to the rap. Yep.
And just have a good time. Everybody that goes to that venue for his shows, everybody gets along. There's no one trying to pick a fight with anybody. We're just all there to have fun.
That's like going to karaoke hour,
Yeah.
I've not done that since a bowling alley caught on fire down by me or went under, or I don't even remember. I was fucking stoned or I don't know. I don't remember. I was drunk. I was buzzed. I don't know. Yeah. Boy, probably like 21 years old or something. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Last time I probably did a karaoke bar. I think actually I was singing Stone Temple Pilots Plush and I choked. And then I did that again at another bar of a friend, a coworker. His brother-in-law owned an Irish bar up in like the Union, New Jersey. or Jersey City, New Jersey.
Yeah.
God, what a nightmare that was. I'll never do that again. Right across from a biker bar too. Go figure. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't want to be messing around there. Not again. Never went back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got up there and choked. I was like, oh shit, what do I do? All right. Or did chili peppers or something? I don't know. Red hot chili peppers. But maybe when I go to Atlantic City, I'll do it for sure because that's more fun. Yeah. Now they have some more. They have like a arcade with it in it now, so which is better, I think.
Yeah.
And they can watch your friends embarrass themselves. You know, maybe even that guy Joey Janela get back up there and sing a cowboy song again or something. Who knows? Because that's what he's known for, you know.
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah. What do you think of guys like Joey Janela? There's a character.
I've never met him in person, but for what I've seen, he's a good talent.
It's a shame. It's a shame that they let go of him on AEW, but contracts are up, and it's a shame for Marco as well. You know.
Yeah. I mean, if the contract's up, you know, they can either resign them or say, okay, we don't really have anything for you.
Yeah.
You know, but, I'm sure Janela will probably be back in AEW. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. Yeah, and Marco too, of course, because they're two guys who show who they are of wrestling. And because Janela has his own show, Spring Break, you know, at the Collective, shout out, you know, like Game Changer, really, that's his baby, you know, like that's his heart and soul into that. That's not Brett's. That's, you know, Joey from get go. He wants to have wrestling, you know, just have fun, you know. So, because growing up, you know, he had, you know, his career was wrestling, you know, like 12 selling tickets, going to shows I went to see them at 16 years old, you know, with the Carney promotion, you know, just to make a name for himself. But now he's doing really good for what he does. He takes, I mean, hell, look who he's facing, X-Pac. Like, come on, like, right? That's like. That match had it coming. He had it come. I knew that was coming after. I liked how I was like, he did the old screw job to him. You know, you have to do that. You have to throw some dirt at the, you know, on the ground.
Yep.
That's like that Matt Cardona character, who's a real loser, but he
is by far the biggest indie star right now.
Yeah.
I like this one promoter that, you know, I do shows for every now and then.
Yeah.
She's like, I need a big name for her anniversary show. And I'm like, and that night, NWA was in Oak Grove, Kentucky. And that was the night that Cardona won the heavyweight title.
Yeah.
I was like, try to get him.
Yeah.
I was like, if you can get him in, I will wrestle him for free.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's
a house, a name. He's
a good spot.
Yeah, because he's one of those people that can be seen everywhere. You know, just get his name out there. Look at he's AIW. You know, uses him, and he's like their champion. You know, once in a while, or not now. I don't know. He maybe lost it. I don't keep track of how many belts he has. He has a lot of belts, though. Yeah.
I'm getting like some static from your mic.
Are you? No, it's probably lag. There you go. Hold on. Let me try something. There you go. How about now?
Still a little staticky.
Don't worry about it. We're almost over.
There we go.
Got it?
Yeah.
Sometimes if I don't stand too close to the mic, you know.
Yeah.
But he's making his name.
Oh yeah. And I love how he put, you know, the WWE was his developmental for the indies. He's he's by far actually the biggest star right now.
Mhm.
Everybody wants to get a hold of him. I love what he's doing at GCW.
Yeah. Yeah.
His whatever he's doing at NWA, it's working.
And TNA, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, look, we just had also what Jeff Jarrett do a little run-in. You know?
Yeah.
What happened with that? Nothing.
No.
I think that was a one night only kind of thing for him.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be back eventually to haunt Effie again.
Yeah.
Round 3 or 4, you know. Man, that night actually it was funny. I was heading out of my room down the elevator. My friend stops the camera guy stops me, Joey's production guy, guy, and I'm standing in, he's like, "Hey, this elevator's full." Jeff was in the elevator, you know. And then I go downstairs. After I, you know, and then I go back to my seat and I go take a piss. Effie starts talking. He's out in the hallway. Jarrett's out in the hallway. I see him right there. You can't go through this door. Oh, sorry. I saw a guitar. Okay, that must be Jeff Jarrett or somebody.
Yeah.
You know? So I was like, all right, this is going to be interesting. So I got back to my seat, and then he came out, hit Effie with the guitar, and perfect timing. Like I got back in just in time to watch that execution. Yeah. You know, I'm surprised Jeff Jarrett never wrestled Honky Tonk Man. You know, in his career, I don't think they ever have. I looked back and I said that would be the kind of great match with them too. You know,
I have no idea if they ever.
I don't think they ever did.
Or not. Like I said, I don't know if they've done anything. You know, back when Jarrett and Waller's company was running. But I
looked online. I know I googled. I looked online. Nothing.
Yeah.
So if they have something, maybe they will.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Honky Tonk Stat age is up there now, so I'm not sure he's doing too much. Yeah.
Maybe some autograph signings or, you know, one little run in with the guitar, but
yeah, that's it. Where he could, shake those hips once or twice, and that's it, right?
Yep.
Oh man, his career, man. There's a character, right? The Honky Tonk. Yeah, he was the reverse of Jeff Jarrett, really. You think about it, like the era of wrestling.
Yep.
If you look back and think to yourself, like, all right, this is he could play him, he could do him. What current movies you watching? Anything? You catching any current movie?
I've actually started watching Game of Thrones. I like when it was first being aired, I never watched it because I didn't have HBO at the time. Mm-hmm. So right now I'm starting to watch it. I'm like, oh, this is pretty awesome.
I gotta go see. I want to see the new Batman as well. I hear.
I've heard mixed reviews so far on it.
I might go see it. I don't know. Just to say I would take my dad and see it. You know.
Yeah.
That'd probably be good to see. I saw the Texas Chainsaw series that they put on, or that HBO did, or the Netflix put on.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. It was pretty good.
I thought it was good. I thought it was done very well. Of course, you know, there's a lot of people like, oh, it was garbage. I'm like,
If you're a fan of the Texas Chainsaw stories, and you know the way that it was, you know, I met Gunnar Harris, the real guy. You know, like it's cool to see. It's cool before he died. You know.
Yeah.
I always meet somebody before they die, you know. I think it's like a chain, you know.
Yeah.
It's like when a wrestler dies, right? Also, I get their first autograph, like Harley Race or Captain Lou Albano, then they die, or Luna Vachon, you know. That's the last person I actually took a picture with, I believe, ever, you know, before she died. God, it's amazing. But no, Texas Chainsaw, really, the storyline is. You know, it's still say we'll see what happens. I hope there's another movie, you know, a real movie this time.
Yeah.
You know, and I already saw they're doing something. I saw Chucky another Chucky movie's on its way, I guess. That'd be interesting.
Like the newest one the newest movie that they released. I like the concept of it. I haven't really watched the TV series yet.
The Chucky's TV series?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's any good or not. I'll probably have to wait for it to come out on Netflix or something and take a peek at it.
Yeah, take a peek at it. You'll be like, I didn't care for it really. It's like, nah. Why don't you watch the real movie? I hate how they do that. They'll put out a good storyline for it and build for it, but then it's like turns out to be like a crap film after.
Yeah.
When the original movie is better than the TV series.
Yeah.
But like talking about the Game of Thrones, that's a good series. Like that's really a good program.
Yeah.
I never watched it, but I hear about it, and it's my friend watches that. So
yeah, a bunch of people were talking about it, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, so I decided to just start watching it.
Mm-hmm. It's like the Cobra Kai when that Cobra Kai series came out.
Yes, I love it.
Okay, you want to play a game with me?
Sure.
What if wrestlers played the roles of the characters? Ooh. Who would you pick from the past or the future? Like anybody. Yeah. Okay, like Daniel would be
Ricky Steamboat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ricky never changed his
style. Yeah.
Style.
What about the trainer?
Mr. Miyagi?
Mr. Fuji.
Yeah.
I go with Mr.
I would go Fuji.
Yeah.
Either Fuji or
mm-hmm. No, that's a perfect.
Yeah. I'd probably have to stay with Fuji.
Who would Johnny be? Who would like that? The sense, that guy Johnny, or
I would probably go Chris Jericho.
I have a John Moxley for like one of the characters. I think like the Sensei would be a John Moxley almost.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Or Cody, or Vince McMahon. No. What about Daniel's girlfriend in Japan? Ooh, so I picked actually Su Yung from Impact.
Yeah, I can see it.
Then what about the Sensei in Japan? Who would that be? Yeah, there were some pretty good people that people didn't know, or like could. That would have been like a Vince McMahon, I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
Or
some corporate figure.
Mm-hmm.
I would go with Vince.
What about the punk kid? What about the punky kid? Whatever his name was in the TV series. He just played the punk. That was like a Seth Rollins. No, I want to say Seth Rollins. That's more of a Jericho, right? I don't know.
Or a Miz.
Yeah, I could see that. The Miz, since he's all cocky and punky, just wants to add. Yeah. I like that. So we covered that. That's right. We got I think we got all the stars out of there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's a cool concept, right?
Maybe
if it was like a series to why not? They should do something.
Yeah, I think it would sell.
Yeah, it would. It would. Now, if you go back to the original, then it's like you could figure out what about the original? you know, like the original. Like we're going, you know, the series that was just the series, but now you go back to the original. Like probably still the same stars though, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, you could probably keep the same stars.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Fuji Danielson. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that coming soon to a theater to you.
Yeah.
Comes back and they make a video, but he's dead, you know. What else? What else have you? What other movies or any Disney films or any kids films or any kind of my nieces and nephews fill me in whatever. I don't even pay attention anymore. I'm more into wrestling.
Yeah.
Batman's probably the best. That's what I got to say. Batman right now.
Yeah,
that's the talk of the town right now.
Yeah, I mean, I want to see it because I've seen all the other ones. I want to see how they did it. And see who the big villains are. Because like they have like the little Easter eggs in the trailer, you know, the question mark for the Riddler, but I don't.
Nope, lag. Uh-oh. Stay still, fan. Stay tuned. There we go. Lag.
All right.
No, that was lag. That's okay. It happens.
Yeah.
So yeah, that movie. I guess we'll end it here soon. So lag is coming in. But anyway, back to wrestling, man. So you're ready to go. You got a lot of stuff up your sleeves, and
yeah. I'm ready to go. It's
you and Brandon. Yeah, you guys have a lot coming up.
I know he. I mean, he also does other bookings that on shows that I'm not on, but yeah, he's pretty booked up. For me, it's just starting out.
Yes.
I usually take about a month or so off just to let the body heal up.
Yeah, I know how that is.
Get back into it.
Mm-hmm.
But
just keep on going until you can't go no more.
Yeah,
like the wrestler.
Yeah,
right. One trick pony, right?
Yeah. Basically all I am.
There you go. Another trick pony by the boss man. Yeah, Bruce can't complain, right?
Yep.
shout out to Bruce for that song. Thanks, guys. I'll have to listen to that later. Or I'll have to watch. Maybe I'll watch that movie again, right?
Yeah.
I was a part of that film as well.
Oh yeah.
For 15 minutes in Rahway, New Jersey.
Nice.
Sitting front, second row, ringside. Yeah.
Nice.
Near the entranceway. Went outside, have a cigarette, and there's Mickey. I should have said hello, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah. But I was there for the magic because it was actually Ron Killings from TNA was there that night. So
yeah.
They said that he was going to be doing a show, and he was a surprise guest. Doing a running for wrestling.
Yeah.
But anyway, I want to say thank you for coming on.
That's not a problem. I love being on here.
Let's do this again.
All right, sounds good to me.
And fans, you can reach him on his social media right here. Here he is. Catch James at a show near you. Support him. He'll be having a brand new line of t-shirts be coming out soon. Stay tuned.
Yeah. I got some coming.
Yes. And support him. Say hello at a show. And have a good night.
All right.
That's it. Until next time. Thank you for coming on, James. Have a good night.
Thank you for having me.
Yep. Bye. All right, fans. Bye. Thank you, fans. I want to say thank you to my guest tonight, James Kendrick, for coming on. Go out and see him at a local show near you, Grindhouse. Catch him at Paragon. You never know where Paragon Pro. Any kind of a lot of shows. Just go out and support him. He's one of those guys that is going to wants to strive and be who he is and wrestle everywhere and everywhere. East Coast, West Coast, Japan, you name it. He wants to be there. I want to say thank you for coming on. And fans, check it out. Monday night at 8 p.m. My guest, one of my friends, he's a wrestling fan. He's an independent wrestling fan. And he's the writer of the Kings of Road Wrestling. My guest will be Michael Servano will be on the podcast. We'll be talking to him and much, much more. And then I'll have a break after that, fans, because I'll be at wrestling next Saturday at Titan Championship Wrestling. It's time to party. And that's it. Thank you. Till next time. Good night, everybody. Another night of Deathmatch Wrestle podcast wrestling. Let's talk wrestling. As always.
You can find more Deathmatch Wrestle podcast on the following. Just hit the like button and share. You can hear the audio portion of Deathmatch Wrestle podcast on Stitcher Radio and on iTunes. Social media, Deathmatch Wrestle podcast on Facebook, Twitter at DavidNJ32, Instagram, DavidNJ36, YouTube, David C. Russell, and DeathmatchWrestlePodcast.com. Podcast City Network, your top source for independent podcasting. Be creative, be yourself. PodcastCity.net. Facebook, Podcast City Network. Twitter at Podcast City Net. Deathmatch Wrestle Podcast merchandise available. PodcastCity.net/shop. Joners Wrestling Podcast Network. Head over to WrestlingWithJoners.com. Follow them on Facebook, Joners Wrestling Podcast Network. Twitter at with Joners _pod. I want to mention Collar and Elbow. Collarandelbowbrand.com. Use the promo code Deathmatch Wrestle Podcast and save 10% off when you make a purchase. Deathmatch Wrestle Podcast.